And hello there everyone, welcome! I am BogMod, and we are playing Endless Space 2! We're continuing the story of the Vaulters. We just finished their Endless Legend campaign. Got us up into the stars themselves! So let's get a new game going. There we are, but the Vaulters, see? She's still in command! A little older, a little wiser. That's okay. I don't like hard pirates. I like average pirates. No carvers. Or cravers. I don't know why I keep calling them cravers. You know what? No, let's go a little different. 10 opponents. Go to 10. We will include it. There we are. That's all 9 of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so one of everyone, even the cravers. I normally don't like them, but I'm gonna include them this time. Determine no. Global time no. That's fine. Ooh, turn these back on. Don't care what I go for. The Academy quest. I'm not actually a huge fan of the Academy quest. It's this kind of special narrative, specialty thingamajig, where basically you kind of find out the Endless weren't the great, awesome guys and tarot guys you used to think they were. Everything else seems good enough. I don't care about what seed I use, so yeah. Let's start that up. Let's have some fun. See, they're in space. They weren't in space before. They were on a planet, but now they're in space. Their axes and their magic energy shields. Hey, loading.
Is this the end of our voyage?
Oh, Upbot.
We had such hopes at the beginning, though we left in sorrow and desperation. But while they slept through the explosion, I have stayed awake for centuries, doing what I could to keep them alive. To save Zolia, first of the bloodline. But our power, my power, is fading. I can do nothing more for my people, the Vaulters.
I love that video. So that was the deal, right? We left Auriga. Some sort of explosion threw us off course. Right, in the Argosy. And we would surely have died and exploded and lost power, and everyone would have died on the ship. But this ancient relic of the Endless, we just lucked out and went through this anomaly, and it restored the ship and saved our lives. Whee! Alright, well, let's go stop off here in Loran. Seems like a nice place. We got some volcanoes. We got a toxic world. A nice little tundra world. Ooh. It's got a fancy auroras. And a nice boreal world. So a little cool, a lot of forests. Let's see, we've got glitter and super spuds. So yeah, we're gonna land on this tundra world to start. A little dry, a little chilly, but that's okay. Whee! It's got food, it's got space bison? Sure, we'll call it space bison. Definitely colonize the next world in the system. So the Argosy is going to take a few turns now to restock on supplies and the like. In the meanwhile, we've got our we have a transport ship that can get out there and find out what is to be found in this galaxy. Now that we are a spacefaring people once more. Alright, so this lava world has coral reefs. Titanium, good. Jadonyx. Or Jadonyx, I suppose would be the pronunciation. It's an anti-gemstone, which I don't know what that means, except it's a fancy production item. So yeah. And I think I'm going to send you up this way next. To Jundar. Which has a toxic world. A large steppes world. Another tundra world. And a very cold Arctic world. But, it is colonizable. That's what that white dot there means. First things first. Let's get our hands on some science. I'm going to take some eukaryotic sap, which is basically... I'll show you. So, we've got xenolinguistics, which is all about advanced forms of communication, which provide a better kind of science, as well as infrastructure. We've got some plasma metallurgy, right? Metal plasmas, which let us, again, do better sciences, better production. Then we're going to get some eukaryotic sap. Right? Our understanding of xenovegetation makes our people happier, and we can colonize more worlds. And we'll get some accelerators, and some organ shielding, some machine bacteria. All of these opening up more worlds to colonize. That'll occupy us for a little while. See, as the Argosy will be ready in 4 turns. Petrov Jutka. I like the design. Like, they have these cool, like, tattoo markings. She's a scientist. I'm going to manage you. Let's assign you to help work on the system. Plus 10 production per anomaly on colonized planets on systems. Handy. So, if we look at that, we are getting plus 10 from her. Because that's an anomaly. There's the blue aura of our the influence of our empire, as it were. It's not strict borders. It's not quite like that. We also have this golden age. Eager scientists. A lot of people want to move to the system. It's very nice. We also have completed our first science. So let's get the xeno industry, which gives me production per planet, temperate and fertile, which will be very handy. Almost there, buddy. Almost there. And there we are. We've colonized another world. Let's see, we've got... Oh, hello. Excellent. We left Auriga millennia ago, but to us it feels like yesterday. Slumbering in our pods aboard the Argosy, time was only marked by cold, fleeting dreams drawn out over centuries. Upon awakening, I could so remember a million details of the day of our departure. The biting winter wind, the smell of the ash fires along the route to the vessel, the bone-shaking rumble of the engines as we speared into the icy depths of space, and Auriga receded to nothing. Most of all, the guilt, black and heavy in the pit of my stomach, for the kin we left behind. I might have been overwhelmed by these memories had it not been for the crisis that greeted my waking. Our carefully restored craft, the life-saving Argosy, had suffered a grievous wound. Some cataclysmic explosion had knocked us off course, playing havoc with our systems. Opbot, brave, loyal Opbot, did everything it could to avert catastrophe and get us back on course, but even its heroic efforts weren't enough. For eventually, the power failed, and we were left to drift. It is nothing less than a miracle that we are awake, circling that endless ruin adrift in space. Our priority was settling the world and surviving. Even if this planet is not a home, it will at least be a refuge. And so here we are, possibly safe, and yet immediately plunged into another crisis. For no sooner had we planted the Vaulter flag into this alien soil than we lost our talisman, the ancient machine who saved so many of us by guiding us through the long night. Opbot has disappeared. We scoured the local caverns and crevices, the cliffs and bogs. I said there's nothing there. The treetops are scanning the wilderness, but the truth is even stranger. As we skim, I hear news from the base. Even the rushing wind and the radio crackle, unable to disguise the words. One of the interstellar shuttles is missing. Opbot must have left his system. Why? So I have a choice. Do I ensure his survival and then seek him out? Or my kin, used to science, are more backward than other species. We must grow in our science, lest we wither and fade and become inbred cripples on the galactic backwaters. Well, I'm no galactic backwater. Let's go with that. We're gonna seek. We may have been primitives on a small little world. Now, we're gonna take to the stars again. I'm gonna build another fearing after, I think. So yeah, the Vaulters have a special kind of mechanic. They just have the one ship that flies around colonizing worlds. Anyway, what do we have on this world? We've got blue cap mold. Nice. Ooh, more jade onyx. I like it. Ooh. On one of the, deep in the bottomless oceans of one of our worlds, we got big critters. Had a pelagic life. Ooh, and some Nereus. An alien race. And dark glitter. Well, an abundance of goodies. And I'll just have you wait till you can finish examining those worlds. Ooh. Another anomaly. A solar nebula. One day, millions of years from now, maybe billions, it will become a star. But not today. More jade onyx. So here's how it works. Every turn, it will cost me less and less until I get a free colonization. So that's kind of how that works. It's an interesting mechanic. What's going on here? Just some science. I'll take it. And it looks like some sort of Hello. The Calloc Garros. They evolved from a marsupial-like species. Their small sizes, countered by surprising strength and agility. As they moved from protecting or conquering a tree to a tribe to a village, they found they could channel their belligerent tendencies, developing a martial art they call Mardamari. Executed. It requires more limbs. They're led by Gunga, spiritual martial leaders who have the responsibility for moral and physical education. Jolly and gregarious in daily life, they're deadly serious in questions of combat and honor. Let's start negotiations. I can first contact them. Now, if I want to do more than that, I'm going to need this tech, which I'm okay with. I'm a little sad I don't have a source of what's it? Oops! I didn't mean to do that. Too used to playing. I think I can still. Can I not zoom in? No. Well. I'm too used to playing solo. I just kind of skip those animations most of the time. But I need to find a world that's going to have a source of Hyperion. Excellent, she leveled up. Well, it's a source. It's not as much as I would want, but it is some. I guess in the end I'll take what I can get. Even if it's a half point. Ooh. Aha! Change of plans. I see a world. Or a system. So we've got a gas giant. A tiny little tundra world, but it's got abundant supplies of titanium and Hyperion. An Arctic world and a barren world. Alright. So I think that's where we're going to colonize, actually. Because that the first worlds I need really do need that sweet, tasty Hyperion and titanium. So what have we found? Uh-oh, it's a high gravity world. And that's not pleasant. And what else? And a manpower module. Alright. And I've got you finally out and about. Let's get some cash. There we go. How are you doing, buddy? 3 turns. The Viatra system. Here's the Zenith system. Giant old ice planet. Small ice planet. Medium ice planet. And a barren rock. But that's all low fine. I've got probes. Ooh, one of them's a hollow planet with massive, huge, 100 of kilometer caverns deep inside. Some technology, some space money, and antimatter. Interesting. High technology and high energies are necessary to capture antimatter in industrial and useful quantities. I think it would... Yeah, we're going to skip ahead. Yay! Another tundra world. Though it does have that high gravity. But now, 5.5 a turn. Much, much better. Oh, bad BogMod. Oh well. More antimatter. Hello. Ooh, all the isolated nodes near this constellation have been discovered. We found a space map, if you will. Just the one spot, it looks like. Uh-oh. Looks like... Oh, that's pirates. Pirates. Stupid pirates. Let's get that going. There we are. If I colonize the world, I can zoom in. It's kind of... Because you do get to see the fun, like, visual effects, right? There's all the space traffic, satellites, and whatnot. We have the auroras. It's very nice. There you go, buddy. I'll finish getting all those anomalies discovered for you. Titanium. Alright. So we found a source of pirates. It's got a moon, it looks like. Or that might just be one of the other worlds. Alright. Ooh, a small Mediterranean world. Nice. So we've got influence. We've got some... Oh, strong magnetic fields. Yeah. And I don't know what the other one is, so we'll just hang out here and try and find out. Haven't found any galactic neighbors yet, which is fine. I'm in no rush, I suppose, technically. And the last thing on this lava world. More strong magnetic fields. Alright. Galter. Okay, now find our next world soon. I do want to colonize Junder soon, though. Their ghosts will be ready in a turn, after all. Argosy ready! Yeah. And some unknown empires discovered the Academy. Yeah. There we go. Just get myself some endless research parks. Just gonna sit there. Trying to do some math in my brain. This adds 10. Would take 2 turns. Which would be 164. So I think actually getting the drone network first, in the long run...
We are Riftborn.
Oh.
We come into your cosmos on a mission of survival.
Oh, the Riftborn are very cool. But alright. They're not exactly the friendliest species. Called desert worlds. Alright. They're not exactly the friendliest species. But if I stay out of their way, hopefully they'll stay out of mine. Alright, more ancient light, or large light. Ooh, excellent. A free technology, I'll take that. Analyze this weird... Appears to be lifeless, but then the entire planet is a hologram, hiding something else beneath it. More cap mold. Radiant wheat. There we are. You can go there now. That. We've discovered pilgrims in the speaker system. Alright. Nothing crazy is going on there at the moment. Lava World. Giant Ashworld. Ooh, it's got Hugin rings. Hostile presence detected, eh? Ooh, Humeris Incidentes. Basically, some sort of catastrophe made people try and hide underneath the planet in a great vault. But now apparently it was unused and empty. Basically, what we would have done, except we were able to escape our world. So, will this save time? Let's go to this. 25, yes! I've saved a turn. And you know what? Saving a turn is saving a turn. Yeah, see, it gets a lot of dust if I wanted to do that. And I don't want to do that quite yet. What I do want to get, though, is more dust. So I'll take these two. Which will get me... yeah, actually, like that. Perfect. Now, one of the neat things about the way they've done this game, I'll talk about next time. Because I'm running a little long. This is the first episode. So thank you all for watching. We'll come back soon. We'll play more Endless Space 2. See you soon.